So I'll restate what I just said. Lateral surface area is the area of all of the sides here except the bases. So side, side. There's one on that side and one on the back, even though you can't see it. It's a sheet of paper. But we know in our imagination that if this is a box, there's this side in the front, there's an identical side in the back, there's this part on the side, there's an identical part on the other side. And so lateral surface area is the area of those sides. Total surface area is the area of those sides plus the two bases at the top and the bottom. So lateral, no bases, total includes the bases. So we go to our formula chart and look at the formula for lateral surface area. It says S equals what? S equals, so for lateral, S equals capital P times H. What do you think that capital P means? The S means surface area. The P, so if it's a capital B, that means area of the perimeter of the base. So the capital P means perimeter of the base. Okay. So the capital B is in boy. Capital B, whenever we see that, that's area of the base. But the capital P is perimeter of the base. Does that make sense? Okay. So for the total, the reason why this is important is because the total is S equals perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times area of the base. Why do you think we multiply that times 2? Because there are 2 bases. Good. A prism has 2 bases, and therefore we need 2 times the area of those bases. So for lateral, again, it doesn't include those bases. Lateral is just perimeter of the base times the height. But if you want the total, we got to have the perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times area of the base. Does that make sense so far? All right, so now let's look at actually solving it. So the base is whatever is sitting on the bottom down there, but the top, that means that's also a base. So when I'm looking at perimeter of the base, here's how I want you guys to do it. I want you guys to write the formula. So for lateral is S equals perimeter of the base times height. We're going to break down that formula. We're going to break down the perimeter. Okay, so perimeter of what shape is that? So draw a rectangle. Perimeter of a rectangle. What is the length of my rectangle? 4. And the width is 3. So I'm going to put the numbers on all 4 sides. So the perimeter of the rectangle, perimeter of the base, my base is a rectangle, so I'm going to draw perimeter of the rectangle. Then I'm going to put the numbers on that rectangle. 4 and 4, 3 and 3. Why do you think I do that? So I can solve for the perimeter. Okay. So 3 and 3 is 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 4 is 14. So the perimeter equals 14. All right, and then the next thing is the height. The height is what? The height of the entire prism is 2. And I like to circle that third number. That tells us right away that that is the height of 2. So now I'm going to rewrite this formula with the numbers, okay? Surface area equals, the P is what? 14, and the H is 2. So surface area equals 28. It'd be 28 meters squared. That's the lateral surface area. Any questions? So to backtrack, start with the formula, break down this capital P. It's perimeter of what shape? Well, it's perimeter of a rectangle. This is 4, this is 3. The perimeter, if I put all the numbers, 4, 4, 3, and 3, is 14. Then I use that third number over here. That's the height of 2. Then I filled it in my formula, 14 for P, 2 for the H, 14 times 2 is 28 meters squared. That's for lateral. Now we're looking at total, about the total surface area. So total surface area is surface area equals perimeter times the height, perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times area of the base. Now, what do I already know, given the fact that this is the same shape as the first problem? The perimeter and height, what is it? 28. So for the pH, I don't have to redo that. I already know that for this shape, the perimeter of the base times the height is 28 plus 2 times area of the base. So what do I need to find in this problem? The area of the base. So I'm going to come down here and say the B of a rectangle. This is 3 and this is 4. How do I find area of that base? 3 times 4. Just find the area of the rectangle. 3 times 4 is 12. So I can rewrite this as 28 plus 2 times 12. Does that make sense? This capital B is all I was missing. And that's what I filled into my formula because I figured out it was 12. So it'd be really 28 plus 24. What is 28 plus 24? 52. So the total surface area equals 52 meters squared. Any questions about that one?